Hello, friends, and welcome once again. My name is Mario Allende. Happy to be having a conversation with my dear friend, Heidi McBratney.
Great to be here with you.
Mm.
So, I think today we're going to have a little bit of a conversation actually about you. And in the book, there is a story. It doesn't name you in the book, but it's actually your story.
It was me.
Yes. So, maybe you can share with us a little bit about that experience. So, it is a story where Mario was in a hotel and the roommate got stuck in a bathroom and they were offered an upgrade. And at first, he turned down the upgrade because his roommate had moved already, even though earlier in the day we had been talking about creating new ways. So I'm going to hand it over to you
Okay.
to share a little bit about your story.
Thanks so much. Yeah, it was great to read it in the book because it brought back. It's a funny story, but it's a very turns out it was a very important story for me. Yeah, my roommate at the time he did get locked in. It was something to, it's not every day that a friend or a roommate gets locked into the bathroom. There was really no way we could get him out. The One of the staff came up and was trying their best and really couldn't do much. Got another staff member, and both of them together couldn't figure out how to crack open the door until I think the manager finally came. I was there for the whole time. The manager came and he was doing his thing and just ended up really having to break it. There was no other way. And the other two staff were just kind of there, like wanting to help, but they were just staring. There was nothing they could do. And I'll never forget. He was looking at them and he's like, um, you guys better start thinking about how you're going to make this guy feel better about everything that's happened. He's like, don't worry about helping now. Like he's
In his
breaking the
bathroom
door.
for
Like,
two
yeah,
hours.
you better think of what are you going to do. So they ended up offering us upgrades. They offered my roommate an upgrade to the presidential suite or whatever there, and there was a jacuzzi, and they offered me one too. And it's funny now to think back of the story because I have a little bit of perspective of that condor's perspective that you talk about sometimes. Now that so many months have passed, I'm the type of guy that I would never want to uh, bother anybody unnecessarily. So I told the staff, like, thank you for offering me
Hmm.
an upgrade, but you know what? I don't even need it. Like the bathroom door is broken, but if I'm going to be here by myself anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'm happy to have a room to myself. Let the roommate have another one.
Hmm.
I don't want to be imposing. So I politely turned it down. And then I was all, happy with myself and thinking I did something great. And when I remember texting you, I'm like, yeah, they even offered me an upgrade, but I'm cool. And then you, as you often do, replied with a very simple message. The next time somebody offers you a gift, you should consider accepting it. And I was looking at my phone and I'm like, wow, she got me again. Like, even in this story where I thought I had done the right thing, Heidi made me think, oh, maybe I should think about accepting the gift. Imagine
Hmm.
how foreign it was to me. Like I had to think about it. And then I ran down to the front desk, and I'm like, guys, on second thought, I really appreciate that you guys are offering this to me.
Right.
I get it. You guys are want me to feel better, and I'm letting you do that now. So of course they did give me the upgrade, and it was fun. It was the jacuzzi, a little bit bigger room, and it's exactly as told in your upcoming book, which you guys all should get. It's great. But I wanted to add something else
Go for it.
because when I read it in the book, I'm like, yeah, this is what happened. But I still think that the way I used to go about doing things still has a place. It still has
Yes.
value in my life, and it's still I think a very, I would say it's almost like a superpower of mine. Like I can go a lot of places and I can do a lot of things and I can see a lot really on the bare minimum. I've learned to do that over the years. And I was thinking, wow, now that I learned this beautiful lesson, it was in Aguascalientes with the group and with Heidi. I learned this beautiful lesson about accepting gifts. What if I combine that with also being able to, hey, if we need to find different ways to get things done, if we need to still be conscious of everybody else's experience, like the other workers, maybe I really don't need to put them in if they were doing extra work. Like the way I looked at things combined with the new way of looking at things could really be a powerful new way to go through this life. And I look around and I see the proof. I don't know why we always need proof as humans,
So
but I see it, and
I'm
it's
wondering
powerful.
if you can share with everyone an example of what you mean where you've combined those two, where you're open to receiving, whereas before you didn't even know that you were rejecting that, as well as your long-term ability to be able to function in life no matter what life gives you, even if it is challenging or minimal. So, can you think of a more current example so that people can bounce off of that?
Yeah, now I'm of course blanking out now that the pressure's on. No, but I'm wanting to tie this into the music that I do, because
Excellent.
as well as working with Heidi on capturing all of our beautiful experiences in Peru with the video and putting together the teachings and meditations, I also have spent most of my adult life working in music, and for some reason I feel like I should share something there. And all I can really think about right now is that I've I've been so blessed to have had that first superpower. Like maybe before I was ready to accept all of the gifts, I was really good at going and somehow meeting
Yeah, you have been.
my
You've met the most amazing
my musical
people.
heroes. Somehow this these guys, these people showed up in my life at the perfect time to give me the most beautiful gifts. And I don't know if it ties directly into the story or not, but it's like I'm there, I'm open, I'm ready. I learn from the greats. Years go by, and I go to Peru, and then there are other heroes that I meet.
Hmm.
By heroes, I
Hmm.
just mean like really cool people that I don't think I ever thought, if I wanted to meet a great shaman, I could never have dreamt
Hmm.
of meeting
Right.
someone like, say, a Don Francisco in Cusco. So just to be open, I guess, to the gifts of the universe, um, I've been able to do that. I was able to do that in Cuba years ago as well. I was introduced to the heroes of the music that I do, and in a way that was so natural and so beautiful, and in a way that I could never have planned it.
Well, and I'm going to add a little bit more to your story about combining being able, kind of coming full circle, combining being able to get by on minimal, but also open to receiving, is you had to be open to receiving, to be with the different people you've been with, and not in your head about, well, why me? How come I shouldn't be here with these great people? Like you just showed up and allowed yourself to go along, whether it be the great musicians you've met or some of the shamans or the other people who have come into your life.
Yeah.
But what I've watched you now doing is you're combining all of it. So for all of you, when you do if you listen to the meditations on YouTube's or through some of the e-blasts we send out, this is our man who is producing all of that. And the music that's in here, this is the musician who is combining all of that and bringing it to all of you in the world to be able to allow your systems to open more to what you're receiving. And so if we take that full circle, you're taking everything and allowing yourself to receive, and even right now, maybe receiving the recognition that how much you're doing, how much you're producing
Yeah.
in many different ways.
Yeah, I think if we tie it back to that funny day in Peru where I finally could accept that gift of an upgrade. Well, thanks to my friend Heidi, there's been another upgrade that I've been allowed to accept. And it's this opportunity to work together, to share these beautiful things we get to see, these beautiful teachings we learn, and then Heidi shares. I've maybe by learning to accept that first upgrade, I was able
Right.
to come and say, I accept this one too.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful because I do get to show a lot of these things that I've learned and seen in my life. So with all my love, I bring that to our projects, and it's just I guess I wanted to add that little bit to the story, and I thank you, and I thank everyone watching for letting me share that with you all.
So thank you for sharing, and thank you to all of you for listening, because this conversation really showed, um, highlighted Mario and his story and how it really does work. And there has been lots of effort that he's put into his life to be able to make it come full circle and bring this all to you. So, one, I want to thank you so much for
Yeah,
you stepping
my
in
pleasure.
and being all of who you are and all the gifts that you have, because you doing that has allowed me to be able to share with all of you the gifts that I have, which are very different. And I'm sure all of you have a gift just in being who you are. Sometimes we think we have to find that special thing about us, but the special thing is being your brilliant divine. You are the gift just in being you. So we're going to end it here, my friends, and invite you to be able to sink a little deeper inside of yourself and open yourself to all of who you are, your brilliant divine. Take care. We'll chat next time.
Thank you.
Bye.